Right folks, so this week we have this Hummer quarter panels, and they're getting a nice whack right along a body line here. It's right on the quarter panel. It's a bit of a nasty one. What I'm going to try and do maybe with this one is I might try a bit of glue, get that body line out. But if you look here as well, the edge with the door here has gone in as well. So I'm hoping when we pull this out, it will bring this out as well. Fingers crossed, because that'll make my life a lot easier. But let me turn the camera around and give you a better look. Right, so there's supposed to be a body line here, and it's supposed to be out here, flush. I'll show you the other side. But if you can see where I'm talking about, this quarter edge should be out with the door. It's not with the door now. So it's the other side. Look at that. Nice and flat. Nice and flat here. This is nice and smooth all the way. And you can see it's a nice gap here. So this body line here, all the way along here, is literally non-existent on the other side. So to try and get that out, and what I'm going to try and do, like I just said, is try and get some glue along there. Hold on. So literally going to draw this. So that's where my body line should be. All that needs to come out. And it's kind of like a slide, when this is all out, it's kind of like a slide line going straight along here. Show is I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but there's a little line going along here, very slight. So to get that back into it as well. But anyway, let's get this thing stripped down, get this all cleaned off with some alcohol, and then we'll get the pulling tower over and some glue, and we'll try it with the glue. Let's go. So I've just attached this image. It's the 6 C's is what Kiko uses to help you use their products the best way you can. So take a screenshot of this, because if you have their products or you're about to get their products, this is pretty good information for you, and when you're using their products, you get the best out of it. So hopefully it helps you. Anyway, let's carry on and let's get on with this repairing, start pulling stuff. Okay, so yeah, you see the 6 C's there. So anyway, I've gone through a few of them. I'm at the stage now where I'm checking what tab I want. I have multiple tabs there. I'm going to use this one, so like a centipede tab. This one comes with a bit of a curve on it already, which is probably ideal for this, because since it kind of does take a curve, I'm going to probably glue that right on here as hard as I can, let it set, and then pull it out. Like you see in the 6 C's there, you heat your panel to about 120 Fahrenheit, and then let it cool to about 85. When you have it about 85, you want to set up your puller and start pulling that out. What we're going to be using here is the Pro Spot vacuum puller. I'm going to make sure I have my height nice. I'm going to have to make sure I have my angle good as well, because if I pull that too far at an angle this way, it's not going to bring this piece out that I want, and if I pull it too far straight, it's not going to get this out nice either. It's going to actually create a buckle in here like a U. I had to get this at an angle like this, straight out this way, and I think that's the best way. That's going to bring this area out, and it's going to bring this area out, hopefully. So we're going to set it up, get the glue on, get that going. Have the glue heating up now. Anyone's wondering what we're using here, it is Kiko. I'm using their double action slow large complex, made by Cam Auto as well. It's good glue. It's heating up. I'm gonna clean out the panel, heat up the panel, get this puller set up, and let's go. Right, so like I previously said, just going to heat the panel up to 120 Fahrenheit here. Then we'll heat the tab a little bit just to get any moisture off it. Then I'll stick the glue on it, stick it on, and I'll hold it onto the panel for a few seconds till it sets. Then I'll set up the puller. While I'm setting up the puller, we want the panel to go down to about 85 Fahrenheit. Once it's done that, we'll give it an L pull. There we go, I'm going to give it its first pull there, and then I'll just knock down them high ridges while we have pressure on it, and it will just bring the panel out that little bit easier. After we done that, then I said to myself, we need a pull on the inside. Same again, heat the panel, put the glue on. I'm going to give it a pull here again, and we're just going to tap down them high areas as well. Manipulate the panel and get it back to where it needs to be. Right, okay, done 2 pulls there. First one I done on the outside, second one I done on the inside. If I had to do it again, I probably would have done this one first and then that one next. But anyway, it came out. We still have a bit of work to do, obviously. We're going to get a dent puller now. Going to take off all the paint, get all these low areas out. But it came out good. What I'm happy about as well is this popped. When I was pulling it there, it just popped, and this came out as well. So it's nice. That's what I really wanted to happen. So now, we have our general shape. Now I'm going to work more on it, get a nice sharper line here, get a few little kinks out of it, a few little low spots out of it, dress it all up. Might just take that flare off first, get this all finished. Let's go. Right, okay, so as you can see, what I done was took all the paint off it. What I do is blow it off, spray a bit of guy coat on it, let it dry, then I'll sand it over it again, and that's going to highlight my low areas, which you can see now. So what we'll do is we'll get the dent puller on here, try and get all them low areas out, sand it down and get it nice and smooth. We all want it to be silver, not black, so let's go. Okay, what am I doing and what am I using? I'm using the Maxi dent puller by Dentfix just to get all these black areas out and get them all nice and smooth. Have a dual action sander here as well, which I'll use as well, just to knock down any high nibs that come out from the dent puller. Or I have the body file there as well, I can use that as well. But it's coming out nice. I'll get it out as good as I can. You don't want to work the metal too much or make it thin, so you just get it as nice as you can and then ready for filler. Okay, so we've sanded it down. I've done all the metal work I can on this. I don't want to keep going because I don't want to tin it out or cause any problems. We have a little bit of an issue here. There's a little hump here and I can't tap it down because it's going to be stretched. It's all in regards to this body line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and shrink this slightly and then we can put our filler on. But it came out. Nice line there. This edge is out as well. So sort this issue out. Just shrink it tight slightly and then we can put some filler on it. Let's go. Okay, for anyone wondering, this is the Dentfix, the Maxi by Dentfix. It has a shrinking option you can do on it. And what it is, it just reminds me of like a spot welder a little bit. Obviously a very, very low amount of power going through it. So what it is, you're just putting this on the panel, you're pressing your trigger, and it just creates these little spots, generates a bit of heat. What I done there was I just put a little bit of pressure pushing in, and I just press the trigger, and it just do a few of them around the area, cool her off quickly with a cold rag there, and just strengthens it up. So it's strengthened up now. Works great. Okay, now onto the filler stage. So what filler am I using? If you've watched my videos before, you'll know I use 3M Platinum Plus. Sometimes I add a little bit of resin into it as well, just kind of gives it that self-leveling kind of feel. But there you go, goes on nice and smooth. Also, just take your time. The better you get your filler on, the easier it is for you to rub it down. Like, I'm teaching my apprentice right now, and sometimes he put too much on and I'm making their sanding jobs way too harder. More sanding than it needs to be. But what I do here is I have the masking tape just along the arch there. You can see it. That's where the flare sits on, and that's where that body line kind of lines up to. So I'm just using that as a guide. I also use Geico. That's a body man's best friend. Always have your Geico. So what I'm doing is I'll start with P80 onto P120, and finally, when we eventually get there, P180. Okay, so as you can see in the last one we had a few high spots coming in, we had a few low spots along here. So just throw in another wipe, hopefully we'll get it in this one. Let's go. Okay, so here I had a few little defects in different areas of the filler work. So I was literally just going to put a little bit of filler in the different areas. But then I just got to the stage where it says, here, and I just put a really light skim over the whole lot because I think it just turns out better then when you finish it. Right, so here we are. We're on to the next day because I had to go home. So it's only been sitting overnight. Now we're just going to start again. I'm starting with P120 here. I'm going to do a nice light sand and then hopefully get this perfect, and then we'll start again with P180. Right, okay, we have it all ready with 120. What I'm going to do is get P180 now, put some Geico on it and just redo what we just done, but we're just finishing it with a finer grade for the painter. Blocks wise, what I've used is for here and here, it's a nice flat, hard purple block by 3M. For this area here, it kind of has a mad shape curve to it, so what I used was, I actually love this block. It's only a little small block, but it's foam, so it bends. So that worked out great for there. So let's get the P180 on these, get this ready for paint. Let's go. Right folks, that is it. It's all done. Hopefully you've enjoyed them time lapses. Body line looks nice. All the other lines here look nice. Everything's matching. Let me turn the camera around and give you a look. Now, boom. So that was the line I was talking about. It's very faint. You see on the far side. I just have it all like this now, just so it shows you exactly where the lines are. Making sure they're all running into the other body line nice. Making sure it's all running up and around into the arch. What I will do now, sorry, let just show you here. I have it in here. I have this foam sandpaper. This is 400. What I usually do now is just before it goes in to get primed. Like this is sharp, so I probably won't do it that much. But usually that's not as sharp. I'll just go really lightly over that. Just one quick little rub, just to round it off very slightly. Then they'll prime it. So looks good though. What I'll do is when this gets painted, keep an eye on my shorts. I'll make a little short video on it just to show you the results. But I'm happy with that. I originally the customer was saying new quarter panel. I was like, no, we can repair this. Keep everything original. So it looks nice. Like I always say, if you liked the video, please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Any questions, hit me in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So yeah, have a great weekend.